A Nigerian court has jailed Biafran separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu for life. The prosecution called for the death penalty, but the judge said that he must, quote, temper justice with mercy. The court found Kanu guilty of inciting deadly attacks on security forces and civilians, and it convicted him on all 7 of the charges. Now, the verdict ends a decade-long legal drama that centered on Kanu's campaign for an independent state in southeast Nigeria. Well, I'm joined now by DW correspondent Olisa Chukwumah. He joins me now from Lagos. So for those who do not know, tell us, who is Nnamdi Kanu?
Well, Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the now proscribed terrorist group IPOB, which is the indigenous people of Biafra. He's the separatist leader. He came to prominence since the late 2008-2009 when he started having broadcasts what he called Biafra radio from London, inciting what he called calls for a secessionist breakaway state of Biafra from Nigeria. Now, this is not the first time because when it comes to the Biafra topic, Nigeria's civil war back in '97 is a hugely debated topic about the Biafra secession movement. So Nnamdi Kanu represents that struggle for the indigenous people of Biafra, which are mostly Igbos from the southeast of Nigeria. And he was arrested and jumped bail back in 2017. And he was rearrested again in Kenya, reportedly back in 2019, and has been incarcerated since, and now has gone through trial and has been convicted.
So Kanu has been given a life sentence. I mean, tell us more about the charges that he was convicted of.
Well, his charges relate to terrorism, treason, and other related charges, including involvement with a now banned group, which is the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, which the government had banned as a terrorist group back in 2017. The judge said that the prosecutors had proved that Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, which was done mostly from his radio Biafra in London since 2009, was inciting violence against the people and citizens and security agencies, majorly in the southeast, that his broadcast incited killings and all that violence that still spills till today in the southeastern region.
We know that Kanu had a long history with the police, and we know that this case has dragged on for 10 years. What could the consequences of this verdict be?
Well, it's pretty hard to say because when it comes to the case of Nnamdi Kanu, you often have comes around with emotions, tense emotions, protests, violent clashes with police and security services, whether he's being brought to court or whether his case is being heard. In the southeast of Nigeria, we have seen sit-at-home orders for years, especially on Mondays, which has really decimated businesses on Mondays in that region in protest of his incarceration, in protest of imprisonment all these years. So we're not sure if it's going to be a change to the sit-at-home movement or it will reduce the violence in the southeast. But one thing's for sure, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, it's always about protest about his release, clamors for his release and his incarceration by the federal government of Nigeria. So now that he's been given life sentences, we'll wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, we will definitely be watching. DW correspondent Olisa Chukwumah in Lagos tonight. Olisa, thank you.